Welcome back. We're back in action. Welcome back. Welcome back. We back. I'm happy. Yep. Hey, when y'all see me starting to dance, y'all know I'm feeling good. Here's to your health. Hurry up and ban before they come back. Who were they? Who was it? Who was that? Mr. Troll? Who was that? You know? That's the first time I seen him in here. Why were they picking on you? Why were they messing with you? That name says Troll, you know? Well, I gotta wait for them to come back in here first. Tapping into our space, probably being nosy. Probably. I don't know why. We're not a big, huge YouTube channel yet. I don't see why. Well, they can tap in all they want. We legitimate over here. Not that that matters, but you know. Yeah, of course. That's cool. They can know our business. Yeah, it's cool. They can know our business. You know, you can't stop it. Not anymore. Can't stop it no more, baby. There's too many of us. And we all over the country. Actually, really all over the world, to be honest with you. Yep. And I told folks we'd be coming right back. We had 13 people. Now we got 5. Gotta follow directions, people. Man, my spirit feels good. Damn, I'm left some stuff over here, Fly. God dog. I said, do you want some? There goes some right there in that little container. I left the Fly this. He don't want that. He want to be over there with me. Oh, no, go. I left you some right there. You don't want to go to war now. I left the link in the chat so anybody can come up. While I continue woofing down this little meal. And then we can get really into the topic. Here we go. The numbers are going up now. Hey, that's cool. Because we need to be over there monitoring what the hell they doing. 'Cause whatever they talking about and doing over there, you know, it's going to implicate us some kind of way. Yep. Oh, baby. Oh, you like it? No. No, that's, now I got your butt. See, you know what I'm saying? I told you you didn't want to go to war with me. Then you want to go to war with me. Told us, but you wouldn't listen. Look at you now. Look at you now. In the words of Tony Montana, look at you now. Yep, look at you now. Let me change the layout. Y'all let me know. Y'all come on up. I want to hear y'all perspective as well. I'm almost done eating. We better you get a new phone yet? No, he said this weekend. You get one yet? Don't say no. What, you left out or something? Where'd she go? Did you get email with big problem? I saw it, but I didn't look at it. Be right back. Yeah, we get off the stream. I'll look at it, Blank. I got the link in the chat. You can come on up. The ladies act like they're scared to come up. Either that or y'all just like hearing us talk. All right, we done. Oh, okay, cool. I thought I saw a phone number in there. I got you. Ooh, excuse me. Hey, scroll back up, Blaine, the link to the chat. I mean, the link is in the chat. Come up. Hearing you talk.
Peace, peace.
Hold on. Talk down.
Peace, peace.
Oh, that ain't hooked up. Damn.
1, 2, testing, testing, 1, 2. Can you hear me?
Say something now.
Mic test, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Why it ain't working? Hold on.
Mic test, mic test. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Why can't hear you?
I can hear you fine.
Take them off there. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, man, I saw it in there, but I ain't get a chance to open it up yet.
Yeah, bro. I just was trying to make sure I sent it to the right place. I just got my personal information on it. But I ain't gonna stay long. I just wanted to explain to the brothers and sisters standard operating procedure for imperialists. You know, not that we need, not that we're in doubt about what it is, but I just want to give one example. You know, back in the early 1800s, there was two refugee situations going on. One was the Acadians leaving Nova Scotia, and they, of course, were white, and they became the Cajuns. and they basically sprinkled themselves down the eastern seaboard, but most famously in Louisiana, credit for all that. And then the other one that was also going on at the same time in the late 1700s, early 1800s, was the refugees from Haiti.
Okay.
So 10,000 refugees from Haiti entered the port of New Orleans and doubled in about a 7-year period, I believe, 4 to 7 year period, and they doubled the population of New Orleans. And the governor at the time was a guy named Claiborne. On his name after him. But anyway, he sent a letter asking for help with the number of refugees that were coming over. So Thomas Jefferson any more refugees from coming from Haiti, but they were accepting the refugees from Nova Scotia. So what we see going on right now is exactly the same thing as standard operating procedure, SOP, for imperialism. And, we should not be shocked, though I don't think people are shocked, but, well, we should be preparing for these types of things as much as we can and having, counter strategies for it, because those brothers and sisters did something amazing, to come from Haiti to Brazil and walk from Brazil all the way up to the United States, man. That's amazing, man. That is
Wow.
amazing. And you familiar you familiar with Yoel Romero? I think I'm saying his name right.
What, the
Familiar with
UFC
him?
fighter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he told a similar story about Cubans doing the same thing, going into South America and then walking up, man. And he talked about how horrific it is on that trail, man. And yeah, he said it's terrible.
Wow.
The things that people have to go through, especially the ladies. The ladies are definitely not safe on that trail. They're often abused.
Right.
So we should be writing our Congress people, our senators. We should be letting them know how we feel about that, because they qualify. I don't remember the particular type of asylum that they qualify for, but they do qualify because of the hurricanes that they went through and other things that they went through.
Yeah.
Um,
Political
so
turmoil.
they qualify yeah, for temporary asylum, and uh, but anyway, that's all I got on that, family. I just wanted to touch base and sort of maybe spark the fire of people, coming on. You can block out your cameras, folks, or come in
Yeah.
on your alias if you need to, you know.
Absolutely. We know some of y'all ain't got no type of job where they looking for y'all.
Yeah,
They don't care what
yeah,
y'all doing, you know what I mean? Like I said, nobody be even thinking about us most of the time. It just be us in our heads.
yeah,
They too
yeah.
busy worried about themselves and getting their bills paid. A lot of them can't worry about us.
Right,
You know
right.
what I mean? Don't be laughing, Sweet Berry. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. We should be surprised, but like I said, a lot of folks are still new to being black and being African. So to them, it's definitely going to be a shock because I'm sure there's going to be talk. If I go through the internet right now, I guarantee you, it's a worldwide conversation taking place about this. And
Yeah,
I'm glad because it's on display. the standard operating procedures and the blatant racism toward melanated people is on full display for the whole world to witness. So I'm glad. Hey, so people will stop thinking that this is the land of milk and honey and money is just falling from the sky when it's not. Now they see, right, how you could be
Yeah,
done here.
yeah.
So, I'm loving it. The fact that we getting to see a real narrative that they're not trying to spin because they're sending the National Guard down as we speak.
Right. And look, they believe you me, man, they will create a false flag and murder those people right there, start shooting those people. They will they'll have the news in on it and everybody, man, talking about the people rushed the border and they were weapons
Exactly.
and blase skippity skip and shoot those people dead right there, just like they did with the Move organization in
Yes.
Philadelphia, you
Yes.
know, bombing them brothers and sisters in there, and then put the brothers in prison,
Yeah.
you know, murdered them, and then the survivors they put them in prison, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a total disregard for our life. This is a standard operating procedure every time.
Absolutely. That's why I say a lot of our folks that look like us, not necessarily kin folks, because we sit back and let this happen, even though they may not have been down with the movement in Philadelphia. The fact that they was the same skin tone as you, and you just sat there idly by and let these people do that to them with no money. I mean, you didn't even really talk. You basically sided with the government against your own. Even if you didn't
Right.
agree with them, you still should have stood up for them, and they should have. That government there in Philadelphia should have known that the uh, Joe Blow, John Doe, brother and sister on the street may not even participate in the movement, but they was backing them. They could have been silent sympathizers, and that wouldn't have took place. But see, they know that they can punk us. That's why they end up not only burning down their particular townhouse, they burned down two freaking 60 homes were burnt up.
Yeah, it was a bunch of houses that it was a bunch of houses, and they smooth got away with that. Um, it's no different than what they did with Fred Hampton and the brothers and sisters there in Chicago back in the day with a bunch of trumped up stuff.
Yep.
Um, but when they make a report about us, we believe it, and it's amazing because these are the same people who did everything else to us. But if we was to just go back here in sort of recent history, like how many lies did they tell you about you? Just in recent years, Iran Contra, the dope they were selling in Compton and Oakland and places like that, uh, to fund Iran Contra, But then they can tell you, you know, uh, Marcus Garvey was a scammer,
Exactly. And we buy into it as
and
opposed
we
to
buy into it.
instead of closing ranks and rally around that brother and say, well, we may not necessarily believe in the
Yeah,
UNIA, but the fact that this brother is speaking on behalf of black folks, we gonna rally around him, and that's all we will have to do. But they're able to separate us, right, and then
right,
demonize one person, and then the rest of us just kind of stand by like foaming and dripping slob out of our mouth because we so freaking stupid, and we just allow it to happen, not knowing anybody else in the future try to step forward. Guess what? It's the same thing gonna happen to you. So now nobody steps forward.
right. Look at the narrative they told you about Sandra Bland, in
Oh yeah,
Texas,
yeah, absolutely.
when
What's
they
going
when they killed that sister, and
on?
look at
Hold on, Blaine.
you know, yeah,
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to wait till about let's see, I think they'll get here. I think they're gonna get here around eight. Probably. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think about time they're gonna come in about 8 o'clock. And don't give me the line. Okay. You can look over on that desk, you might find something over there. Go ahead, Blaine. What were you saying?
Yeah, I mean, basically what I'm getting at is we accept the narrative from people from people or entities that are confirmed liars about us, and then we repeat it. You know, we repeat it. So don't be surprised. You know, I seek refuge in Allah for these people down there on the border. You know that they get some relief, man. First of all, you know,
Yes, I
and
do
that
too.
um but also that you know that they not face any more violence or any more oppression or injustice. Um,
Yeah, and
and I think everybody
just
should agree with
receive
that and
some
say I mean to that.
yeah, just receive some humane treatment because from what I'm understanding, they ain't got no food, no water, nowhere to use the washroom.
Yeah, I mean it was alleged that they brought in some porta
Water,
potties and things like that, but when I look at the videos, I don't see the porta potties. You know what I mean?
I ain't
I
seeing
can
me.
spot a porta potty, right? You
You
know what
know
I'm
I
saying? I
can.
can spot a porta
Hey,
potty anywhere,
you know I can. I'm a truck driver. I ain't got no problem using
right?
the party.
Yeah, yeah. So, and then they say there's 10,000 people at the border. I just have seen just so many times when you know they misreported things on purpose. Uh, I remember when the Million Man March happened.
Oh
You
yeah,
know, again, standard operating procedure here.
yeah.
Katie Couric got up on the Today Show, and she said, "It's really not a march; it's a rally."
Yeah, it's only about 100,000.
Yeah, and you know the necessity there was to change the narrative, to rename it, to make everybody, you know, to redefine it, to make everybody accept it according to the standards that they present, you know, away from, you know, what's actually happening and what it's actually about. And a lot of people, you know, bid into that.
Yeah,
um you know, we got to stop that, and we also got to stop, you know, giving shine to or like a judge told me one time, moment. She said that is of no moment. I said, well, wow. I said, I ain't never even heard of that before.
yeah.
You know, you know, in
Well,
other
well,
words, that's a
well, that's
slick
black
way of
code.
saying
That's black code for something.
no, that's a slick way of saying, you know, we ain't gonna even think about that for a second, not even for a moment, you
Wow.
know. Yeah. So you know, we need to stop giving, you know, giving these people the moment. uh and especially the ones that look like us, you know what I'm saying? Every time they come up with another uh you know person who is basically a sellout, who will stand up there and say sell out stuff, then we want to bring those people on our best and brightest platforms and debate them. You know, don't do that. You know, completely ostracize those people. Don't even mention their name. I could call their names right now, but I'm not gonna give them that shine. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I'm passing out the advice to my brothers and sisters. I'm reminding myself, and I'm reminding my brothers and sisters. Don't give these people their shine. Don't click on their videos. You know what I'm saying? There's a platform up here on YouTube. This dude is making buku money off of us. You
Yeah.
know, interviewing us and our culture and so on and so forth. At the same time, while he mocks us,
Yep.
he you know gets our people locked up. You know what I mean? Uh, you know, he can edit those videos and stuff like that. He understands when people are saying too much, and you know, and people get, you know, got a little too comfortable with him. But no, that's not enough. And another thing, you know, he mocks our leadership.
Yeah.
And what do we do? We go
Go
right on supporting him. We
exactly.
support him
I
more than
don't.
we support the leadership.
I
Don't
don't
click
go
on
there.
his videos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't stand
don't
them. I
ostracize
know
him.
exactly who you're talking about. I'm like, nah, I don't rock with them. Period. That's why I like to keep my own thing
Right,
and then look at news from all around the world.
right,
So later
right.
today,
You
I'll be going
know,
to Germany and then going to Australia and then maybe going to Al Jazeera and see how they're covering what's happened down there at the border.
right.
That way,
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
a
yeah,
a
yeah.
worldwide perspective on what's really happening, and then how people from other side of the world are looking at what's going on and what narrative are they telling. See, that gives you a a well-rounded view, a world view of what's really happening because you know they're gonna spin it here. So the narrative is already switching and spinning and doing backflips already.
Right, right, right. Yeah. Well,
Among
I'm gonna get back to hanging this. I'm putting a fuel pump in this vehicle here, man. So
okay.
I'm gonna get back to hanging this tank up on here and everything. But y'all keep me company, man. Y'all come up on here and keep Ham company. So I got something to listen to that's positive while I'm doing this, man.
Absolutely. All right, I'm gonna go on and let you get on back to it, but yeah, just stay tuned. We'll get some of these chickens to come on up here.
All right, all right, peace.
All right, peace and love. There you go, brother Blaine out there doing this mechanic thing. You know, shoot, that's what's up. We definitely need some mechanics and carpenters and welders, and we need electricians. We need some everybody in the community. So that's what's up. Appreciate your contribution, my brother. The Christian News, the Guardian is more truthful. Yeah, I go over there and I'll listen to them. I ain't tripping with that. That is of no moment. What? What? That is of no moment. Man, look, some of these people be acting like the species don't stink. And it's stinking up a whole freaking room. It's amazing. Just the sheer arrogance of these people. That's why I say, folks, we, like our beloved and the honorable Dr. John Henry Clark said, you Africans have no friends. We have no friends, people. You know, we can't even be friends to one another, let alone folks outside of us trying to be friends with us. So this should be a wake up call to us, right? To not um, be lulled into a false sense of security with these devils. He sure did, absolutely. You know, it's that's why you have to be on code because the code is what's gonna keep you safe. What up, my brother? I see you. The African leaders must take Haiti in, period. African countries rescue Haitians. They are Africans in distress. That's true. That's true. And hopefully they will give them because they are part of the African Union now. So yeah, that's a good call. I like to see them over somewhere. You probably got to go to because they speak Creole. So um, we can see because I think most of them, if I'm not mistaken, come from Angola. I think Angola is what I've heard. I could be wrong, but um, we definitely need to champion that, you know, and their leaders need to be championing that because oftentimes, you know, it's not uh we all kind of look at each other as different. You know what I mean? That's why I've never really liked some of these titles, but you know, we're all cousins, we all related, we all come from the same tribe, but in our mind, we think we different. Hey, can't make this shit up, but we think we different, even though we was taken from the same tribe. So if me and my brother Blaine were taken, and we were brothers, and he was taken to the Caribbean, and I was taken to America, and then 400 years later, we're not kin, we're not brothers now. Explain to me how that works. So when I hear certain people talking, I be wanting to say, shut your mouth, because you do not know what you're talking about. Let adults speak. That's what I be wanting to say, but I can't say that. Where did you see that Haitians is what a part of African Union? I can't seem to find that anywhere. I thought they were denied too, but then I thought they turned around and they granted it. I was saying that years and years ago. In my mind, I thought they had did that, Sweet Berry. We could be mistaken, but I thought they allowed them to be part of the African Union. Um, but I thought initially it was denied, but then I thought they reapplied and it was accepted. So we maybe have to do some more research and really find out. But either way, we do know if we trace their ancestry, it's gonna come back to the west coast of Africa. So I'm thinking that a lot of them came from Angola and the Congo. So we can always test their DNA and then see. And brothers and sisters should be trying to get out of there. You know, if you identify, because first of all, if you don't identify as African and you want to identify as Haitian, I think you should stay in Haiti. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? Because you went there um, to work the sugar fields, sugarcane fields, right? You didn't go there for better opportunities. You didn't go there to settle that land, and you was a pioneer and a you was a navigator type people. No, that ain't why you went there. You went there as freed men and women, and you were enslaved, and the reason why you were brought there was to uh, harvest that sugar cane. So now you identify, I get it, but you still should be identifying with your mother continent, right? So folks who identify with African, and I suggest that try to make your way to Africa. Why come here? We see what time it is. They not finna let you in. They ain't gonna listen to us. And then your Haitian brothers and sisters over here, it ain't enough of them. So, and then they really can't speak up too loud because they will be in jeopardy of being sent back themselves. You know they don't play dirty pool over here. So let's be honest. They can't deport us because we here. We here for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? May 2020. What was that? They were talk. They was talk that they going to get his custody. Then they were officially denied. Really? Okay. Let's see. 29.1 Constitutional Act states only African nations can be accepted. Oh, okay. Just sad to the Union. All right. Benin, Togo, Nigeria, Congo, Angola, etc. Okay, well, there you go. The Haitians should reach out. You know what I mean? But that's why I said you gotta come on. That's why Pan-Africanism is such an important thing, because it strips you of all of your blindness, okay, to where you put your African first, then all of your other associations and affiliations. You know what I'm saying? That is the main point. Put your Africanness first. That's your bloodline. That's your true heritage. Not being Haitian, not being these other things. I get it, right? But that's what will force with that type of mindset. That's what would force you to walk from Haiti up through, right? I guess South America, on the way up to Mexico, to this border just to get turned around. When you would be better off if you were going to put forth that kind of effort to leave Haiti. Why not go the opposite way and go to Africa? You see what I'm saying? Like, There, you ain't gonna be turned around. And if you got that much tenacity and fortitude to make it that far, then yeah, of course, you do fine in Africa. You ain't gotta have none of this. Brothers and sisters over there ain't got nothing, right? You'll fit right in, and you can pull yourself up. You find you a hustle and pull yourself up. If you got to sell peanuts, if you got to sell cashews, if you got to sell bags of water, right? If you got to sell mangoes, plantains, bananas, right? Oranges on the side of the road, you will do just fine. All you got to do is have some hustle about you. That's why you got to put that Pan-African first. I don't know why our people from the diaspora don't think this way. We do look at I don't know. We here in quote unquote Black America, the ones who are conscious, we put Pan-Africanism first. So we ain't foolish. We know where we come from. And most of us are saying, nah, we got to make Mama Africa great. We're sons and daughters of Mama Africa. Okay. So we're looking to get that continent built up. And we're looking to assimilate into that culture, into the culture that we were snatched from. But going over there with that, your other affiliations and your other allegiances first, and not put Pan African first, yeah, I can see why you would be in error to walk all the way from Haiti to the Texas border just to get turned around. All that effort for what? Nothing. See, the mindset is not right. Them folks should have put that same effort together to go to Africa. You literally have trillions upon trillions of open land now. Why would you come here? Let me see what y'all saying. Royal Ranger. Okay, now I am reading 1 month later in April 2013, they were accepted. I thought they was accepted. Thank you. Thank you, Royal Ranger. It's been embedded into us to depend on YouTube. It's all good. You embedded it into yourself. Ain't nobody embedded you. What you talking about? You know what I mean? Hey, some of these things I can remember. There's so much stuff happening, and it's happening so fast. I can't keep up with all this stuff. That's why we got all these great people here. Appreciate that. You know. All right, somebody else come up. There it is. Somebody else come up. Come on down. Let's talk about this frenemy situation that we think that we gonna get this. Our people think that we gonna get the same type of treatment that people that look like this get. We don't get the same kind of treatment. Okay, we just don't. Why don't we go to Africa if we in the diaspora? And I see, you'll see other African nations if it's turmoil, right? They'll run to the border to the neighboring country, and they usually are let in, or some type of deal is brokered or whatever. But us from the diaspora, for whatever reason, we go anywhere else, seem like, then go back to the motherland. Don't make sense to me. You know, don't make sense to me. You know, all praise to the honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, because that brother, he had the right idea. He said, why would I get, they said, would you give up Jamaica for an island? That was an absurd question back then. It's super duper absurd now. Why would I give up a continent for an island? And we still got folks claiming to this stuff. You can't make this up. You know, you just can't make this stuff up. We got trillions, literally trillions upon trillions upon trillions of acres over there. All of us can fit over there with no problem. Times 10. But they didn't demonize the African image all around the world. So because of that, I think back in our subconscious, we truly, truly don't want to identify, because we'll say it up with our lips, we'll give it lip service, but when it comes to action, I don't see the proper action based on the historical fact of knowing this is where we were taken from and enslaved. We wasn't a slave people. We were a free people. We were captured, sold, whatever, right? Brought to these different lands, strange and lands to us, most of us, right? And forced to work. And we had to be stripped of everything. Now we're waking up from this 400-year slumber, right? And folks still not understanding truly that why don't we just go back home? Literally nothing stopping us but us. So to me, the Haitians should be going there instead of coming to the border here and then trying to deal with these albinoid devils. So now they getting a true wake-up call. Hey, it is what it is. Apparently, it's not reality to them until now. Yeah. Yes, the battery they need in their backs to get moving. Greatness, robbery of Africa, greatest robbery of Africa. Hold on. Was taken away of these people. They were just not the average. They took the talented people. Absolutely. Thank you. Glad somebody said it again. We were free people. They did this to our people. Absolutely. And they did it to the Haitians. They did it to the Jamaicans. They did it to the Trinidadians and people in the Virgin Islands, the British Virgin Islands, all of these places, Bahamas, Bermuda, all these spots. But yet, why are we not going back? We still can control those islands. We still can control that little bitty piece of land in them islands. You know, we should be going back in large numbers on some Pan-Africanism, build up our mother continent, and then we could go to them lands, right? And you still can have businesses and farms, schools, plants, whatever, right? Vacation there, still go see your people, all that. Now, some people are doing it because I do admit and recognize and acknowledge that I do see quite a few Jamaicans. So shout out to my Jamaican brothers who are in their right minds and they put Pan-Africanism first, right? Appreciate them. You did. We hate our African selves too much. It would seem to to be the right move. Absolutely. They walked. They supposedly they got all the way from Haiti up through. I don't even know which route they took up through Mexico to end up in Texas, thinking that these albinoid devils is just gonna let them come in because they saw the Hispanics coming in and was talking about they are dreamers and they want to do better for themselves and they should be given a chance. And so they saw all this on the news. They don't know this don't go for you. It's gonna go for your black ass. It ain't funny, but it's funny because why the hell do y'all not get it? These people ain't your friend. We have no friends. It's good that we getting to see this play out on the world stage. It's good we get to see this. So now folks won't keep thinking this old pie in the sky bullshit. I would if you feel that you have nothing in Haiti, it's better to be in Africa. Straight up. Now, I ain't been to Haiti, but I can tell you, Africa has a lot. What up? What up? I see you. I see you. Kush, I can't pronounce that Fambu. Ah, Isha, Back to Africa movement part two. It's the only way. Facts. Facts. I put the link in the chat. Come on up, somebody. Somebody new. Somebody new. Let's get somebody new up here. So if you've been up here before, stay in the comments. We want some new folks. Come on up here and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, or tell me I know what I'm talking about. Talk black to me. Those people should have gathered their stuff, saved their money, means family. Oh, in Creole, okay. Fambu. What up, Fambu. I gotta say it faster. I gotta see the speed in which you say that. Fambu. What up, Fambu. You know. Yeah, Abraham. Have you heard what's happening? Yeah, I haven't even begun to try to learn Creole just up yet. You know what I'm saying? But we get to the motherland and I'm looking for a beautiful young lady to teach me Creole. I think I'll be more apt to learn. You know what I mean? What it is. That's what's up. What it is, what it do. But yeah, the people should have been going, they should have been getting themselves together, getting their tools and fuse together. Let somebody, the smartest ones amongst the Haitians, as far as the lower level or the folks that's grassroots, let me put it like that. Um, Famu means hello, my family. That's what's up. Um, the smartest and the most eloquent people amongst the grassroots should they the rest of that horde, because if you got 17, 18,000, 20,000 people at the border, they could all put their little $2, $3 together, right? Give it to two or three folks as a delegation, and then chart their ancestry. This is what I would propose to them. Chart their ancestry, see which countries it actually come back to, and send a delegation to those countries to speak on their behalf to get them some type of passage. And then maybe they can, you know, do the residency for a minute, and then they can lobby. Once they get their bread up, they can lobby for citizenship. Might take a minute, but in the meantime, you'll be out of Haiti and you'll be out of that embargo, out of the political chaos. And you won't be subject to all those earthquakes. Yeah. So I got the link in the chat. Somebody else come on up. Somebody that's new. Come on up. Come on down. It's in the chat. Where is that? Bingo. There it is. Come on down. But yeah, that's what I would suggest for the Haitian brothers and sisters. Adopt Pan-Africanism ASAP. ASAP. That's their salvation. Pan-Africanism is their salvation. And I think if they adopt that and start coming in spaces like this, look, thought I heard something. Might be a mouse or something. But anyway. Did it again. But anyway, yeah, Pan-Africanism is their salvation. Because then if they adopt the Pan-African spirit, then they'll start thinking clearly and they will redirect their people from coming to the divided snakes of America and going to the motherland, the promised land, the land of milk and honey, the bread basket of the world. Hey, consider, hey, us here, the melanated folks here in America, consider us to be blessed, people. We are blessed because a lot of us are in our right fucking minds. We are in our right minds. We not trying to do some of this evil Knievel stuff and hoping that we gonna get some type of reprieve from these people. We know better. No. They can easily turn on people. There's so many, all they gotta do is have a start throwing food around and people will stampede each other. And then the officer can say that they're being charged and they can open fire on the crowd. That narrative would stick. And that would be definitely self-serving to these snakes and these devils. Because now everybody in the country would be against the Haitians. And they tried to attack us. They tried to take our guns. They tried to, just overrun the borders illegally. And they rushed us and we defended ourselves. That narrative would stick. The whole country would be against the Haitians. Everybody named mama be get they MF's butts out of here. But what do we know? We just Black Americans. We just lazy and we're stupid. We're lazy and stupid. We have no culture. These are some of the things that some of our cousins from the islands be saying behind our back. I ain't trying to start it. I'm just being, it is what it is. Not everybody, but if folks be truthful, they know they've heard these type of comments about us because they don't really know us. They don't know the 400 years we've been here fighting tooth and nail with these devils and winning, smashing them, sending them to the great Lord upstairs or downstairs. Right? We got 400 years of documented history of putting in work on them. But we don't get no credit for none of that. We don't get no credit for none of that. We don't get no credit for having the largest number of the greatest minds in the 20th century. We get no credit for that. Came out of our community. The greatest inventions that everybody uses, right, and benefit from came from us, came up out of our people here. We get no credit for that. That's right. But yeah, we have no culture. We're lazy, right? You see why we need Pan-Africanism? So we can start being truthful, telling the truth. I ain't got nothing against the islands. No, I don't. But some of them seem like they be willfully ignorant to try to seem like they're better than somebody. When, to me, in actuality, you might fall a little short if we really start putting up numbers. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. We start putting up them numbers. Who has done the most globally for African people? Hands down, baby. We got the title. We got the titles hands down. Yeah, we crazy. We got a lot of buffoons. Yeah, we tend to fight, kill one another, but everybody do that. Every race kill the people who is in close proximity to them. Whites, the albinoids do it. Every race do it. So why do you pinpoint us? I could go and show you the Puerto Ricans do it, the Mexicans do it, right? The Haitians, they do the same thing. The Jamaicans do it, right? The African brothers do it. Everybody do this. Italians, you saw what the Italians did. They riding down with Tommy guns on they blah. Who was they shooting? They own. Then the Irish came in. They wanted to show that they were better and more meaner and fiercer than the Italians, so they started doing the same thing, gunning their people down. But yet you point us out like this only happens in our community. See, Pan-Africanism will make you tell the truth. It'll start getting you to see things for what it really is instead of how you like it to be. We need the amount of Haitians. They not on code. Okay, well, whether they on code or not, it's up to them. You know, a lot of them, they got their own code, the internal code that they practice. So their internal code got them on the border looking crazy. It's literally a humanitarian crisis now. So their code got them on the border looking crazy. So they got to take that L. They got to take that L. And hopefully this will be a valuable lesson for them. Their own. What you mean? Whose fault is it? Their fault. You don't get the same rights and treatment as fair-skinned people. You don't. So who told them to do that? It wasn't us. They ain't communicated nothing with us. Apparently, they didn't communicate with their own because there's enough of them here that should have been able to tell them not to do that. So who was they listening to other than themselves? Because that's the way the narrative is starting to shape up. A few of them got there. Biden said something about whatever, not sending them back. They got on the phone and called everybody. Next thing you know, it's 20,000 of them at the border. That's what I heard. And I tend to believe that. So this would be a valuable lesson for them to learn. You shouldn't be looking to the West. You trying to come onto a sinking ship. We rats now bailing off of this bad boy. Y'all trying to run onto a sinking ship. It's like running into a burning building. And these albinoids stopping you from running into a abandoned building. You should be grateful. They protect you from yourself because you running into an abandoned building. You know, it's for to collapse in on itself. You know, it's for to be imploded. It's already rigged with dynamite, and they lie to set it off any minute. I can see they have their code by that by what? Damn, get on code with African Americans so we can unite. The Latinos are on code, but they are always on code with WS, who supports them. Show enough. Curly girl, exactly. They don't want to get on code with us because they believe the narrative that's been told about us. They haven't really, in good faith, if you ask me, came and sat down at the table of Pan-Africanism and said, let's talk, cousin. We cousins. So why? Hey, why? Yeah. So I hope, like I say, they'll get a valuable lesson out of this. You know, I just hope and just pray that nobody loses their life. And I hope that they can get back safe, you know, because I don't want to see nothing bad happen to them. You know, I would like to see their condition improve. You know, we have to be the bigger cousins, even though they may not understand us, may not even want to try to get to understand us. You know, we still need to be the bigger cousins and wish the best for them until they're able to come around with their thinking and realize that you drank the Kool-Aid. You know, we drank it as well, but you know, we're starting to vomit and get it up out of our system, right? And then they, on the other hand, are risking their life to come here to drink the Kool-Aid. So at this point, you know, unfortunately, they're on their own. We have to do what we have to do because a lot of us are just not waking up. So we have a mighty work ahead of us, and we can't be fighting with our cousins to try to do this work. We just got to go do what we know was right, right? Do the grown-up thing, get this thing established, right? And then maybe once they wake up later on, they can come over and we can say, hey, look, you know, we extended a peace league to you. You know, y'all drank the Kool-Aid. You didn't want to, you know, bond and and unite with us. And y'all should know we cousin just by history. But if you think you're different, you think you're separate, you think you're better, whatever, hey, go right ahead. You see where this gets y'all. Now you out here looking crazy in front of the world stage. And these people finna show you Standard operating procedure. You going back, baby. They ain't letting y'all in here. They ain't. Biden didn't send the Latinos back. Do you think he and the other Democrats will keep that same stance with the Haitians? Uh, no, he's going to send them back. It's a national emergency. The guard is being called. Neighboring border patrol agents are being called. They going back. They may keep some of them, but I doubt it. They're going to try to get them up out of here. They don't want, because if they let them in, if you let them in, what kind of message is that sending to other Haitian brothers and sisters? Come on. The Albanoid Devils is letting us in. it'll be it'll be 100,000 at the border. Hey, fella, boy, hey, you gonna see real white imperialism on full display. Let 100,000, 200,000 show up at the border. Boy, wait, hey, you ain't see, boy, they go come out of that bag. All that racism is dead. Watch. These Democrats finna show you their true colors. Yeah, they better run from Jim Jones. No, they running to Jim Jones. We tried to tell everybody the devil's alive. Yeah, they don't believe us. You know, they didn't. The Albanoid media has successfully painted our African American image to the world as we buffoons, drug dealers, thieves, liars, dummies, can't read right, criminals, prostitutes, drug addicts. We steal cars, we gang bang, we kill each other. We have no businesses, um, and we live in ghettos. Don't understand why the Haitians not at the Dominican border because if they tried to run to the Dominican border, this is what will happen. That's what will happen. That's why they don't run to the Dominican border. The Dominicans be right there like this. All you gotta do is a little research. You'll find out. You'll find all the videos to show you how they get down on the Haitian. There's some there in the country, but if they showed up with them type of numbers, oh yeah, it'd be a national emergency. They'll consider that a declaration of war. That'd be considered an invasion. Yep. So they ain't going to the Dominican border. Nope. They've already tried that several times, and just do a little Google research, little YouTube research, and see what happened. I've already done the math. Already done it. Wasn't pretty. That's why they ain't running to that border. That's why they ran over here. Thought that the Albanoid devil was gonna let them in like they let the Hispanics in. Nah. The Hispanics identify with, you know what I'm saying, white imperialism. They fully on board with that. Haitians can't pull that number. You know, can't pull that, baby. In case you didn't know, but it's good that they get this wake up call. So now maybe they can reassess what they're doing and start to look at the world through a reality lens, and realize that Pan African is the way to go. You sick of the embargo against Haiti? So there ain't nothing but a punishment for them being superior and beating the French and the English. That's all it is. So they keep the place there poor on purpose. So I don't know why they haven't decided. And that's been going on for years before I even knew anything about Haiti. That's been going on. So I don't know why they haven't teamed up together, get their smartest ones among them, put their little twos and fews together, and send a small delegation to about 2 or 3 African nations. I would say Angola and the Congo, but most likely Angola. I would send them to Angola because I think most of them, if they did their DNA, it's going to come back to Angola and set up something where some of them can get out and have a really prosperous life in Angola. Can't go to the Dominican Republic. Can't come to the States. Mexico don't want you. We have no friends. I roll. Where you been? You ain't been here. I roll. Let bygones be God bygones. We'll give people a chance. We'll see. So far everybody's playing nice. If anybody start not playing nice, we got you. We gonna get them out the paint. Don't worry. I was asking you a question earlier. You wasn't here, so you can't come in here with your eye roll now. I don't know what you were doing. I was asking you a question. You never respond. Now here you come talking about eye roll. Whatever. Whatever. You out doing something. But anybody won't come up? Let me see where's that link at. What up, Mr. Lofton? You quiet over there. All right, go to link. We're gonna let somebody come up before I get up out of here. It's 6 o'clock. Is the wind blowing hard? I don't see the wind. It ain't moving hard now. Anybody want to come up? And put their 2 cents in. Let me know if I'm being accurate what I'm saying. I mean, it's just basically coming from the heart. I was at the store. Oh, okay. I was asking you, did you get a phone? I decided to put my just, people don't want to, they don't want to self-identify. They just look at everybody because the devil has been successful in dividing people up amongst these words. They've been successful in doing that, not and us being so juvenile in our thinking that we all have the same blood. You really can't make this up. We are literally brothers and sisters of one another. They've been successful in splitting us up by name and geographical landmass. And we run around here as if these new invented words, right, separates us as a people, which is absurd. But hey, what do I know? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they know better than me. I don't know. Yeah, we got plenty of work to do. Plenty of work. But like I said, I'm not finna fight with folks that do nothing. If they not trying to make it happen, and they're not trying to come and adopt a proven system that will get you out that situation. Because if I was there, I'd be up out of there. Because I'm sure I would convince somebody. I would hustle hard enough where I would get up out of there, and I wouldn't come to the West. I would definitely go. You already know where I would be going. Make my fortune over there. I'll make my living over there. 800 border feet of wood cut for a roof and fuel pump installed. Good work day forward, ever backwards, never. Africans first. That's right. Beauty. All right, well, nobody's coming up, so ain't nobody gonna come up. I'm gonna go and get up out of here, give me a little rest. I might make a phone call, see if I could get a guest on later. If I can get a guest on, then I'll come back. Maybe we'll get a chance to chop it up about this situation. So we will see. But y'all know I love you, right? Pan-Africanism is the way. Stay on code. Folks that ain't trying to be on code, and hey, you on your own. Sorry. We wish you the best, right, in your endeavors. But if you ain't gonna be on code, you're not trying to adopt the Pan-African lifestyle, then you know we'll support you from afar until you wake up and realize that you drank the Kool-Aid. But until next time, peace and Black African power, baby.